So use this as a reference. We can at least see how it's going to look. Oh yeah, that is it. So now we've got to recreate this. So first of all, what I'm going to do is make myself a box, and to make it white, this is going to be like my little canvas that I'm going to work on. This is the hardest part, getting this shape. How do I do it? You can do it in Photoshop. I don't really use Photoshop's pen tooling a lot. I use it in Illustrator because you want to do it with precision as well. Maybe we rotate 45 degrees and we make it symmetrically, and then I can rotate it back. This is going to be a lot easier. So we're going to add that there. So start this. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we need another shape. Slightly different color. We'll go with like a gray. We're just building the blocks. So we'll grab this one. A little bit of roundedness there. Let's include it. But we've got to try and get it so it's perfectly symmetrical. So whatever we do here, it's got to flow. And then we're coming down this side here. And then we've got to link up with this side. About there. And then we can just connect this up, move it behind. I think that should translate quite well. If it was Illustrator, I could get it to do the curve like smoothly with the different tool sets, but I think that'll be okay. So we can copy these. We're going to flip it horizontal. Oops, let's duplicate it first. I don't know why I do that. I don't right click and just flip it like there. I always go up into the edit menu. Just habit. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a nice, perfect, curvy, knobbly bit. Might need a bit of refinement, but now we should be able to rotate this back. And then we can sort of start to build the pieces. So let's set this color to a different color as well. So we're just, actually no, we'll change the color of the canvas. It's just so I can see what I'm doing against the blue in the design. Got a bit of a weird pixel line going on down there. So we might have to bridge that together. So we're going to combine those two shapes together, and then we'll combine the two other shapes. And yeah, we can force them to overlap now. We can, yeah, or maybe it didn't need the roundness, but we can actually go and sharpen that if we need to. And then where's my reference? Yeah. In fact, actually, haven't I got all this? We could sharpen that just by moving these a bit closer to the point, like this. It's not going to be quite symmetrical, but with a page turn, it doesn't necessarily need to be perfect, you know, because it's a page turn at the end of the day, you know, so we can kind of get away with it. Right, this bit here. So now we need to set both these to like a base color. So I'm going to go with the F7s. And we've got a brush along here. I'm going to brush in with an exposure adjustment layer because I don't want to use a specific color. Because if I use adjustment layers to add the shadows and things, I can change the color underneath. I'll try and show you in a minute. So we'll darken that or hide it. Brush tool, white, nice low flow value. We're just going to run along here. And so it's lighter at the top there. And then down here, we're going to do, well, we'll use the same adjustment layer. Just start with a clean one. And now we've got to brush in some shadows along there. And this does take a bit of practice. I mean, the brush tool, I just love the results that you can get with it. It does take, it's like there is a little bit of an art to it, but I'm definitely not an artist by any means. And then maybe at the very top here, I'm going to add, let's blow it out to complete white. This will be really subtle, but it'll let me just add some brilliant white to the very end. You see the difference? Really subtle. Just gone from there. And then on top of the whole thing, let's grab that as well. We'll call it page curl. We want to add some noise as well. So we'll make a new layer. We'll fill it with black, filter, noise, add noise, Gaussian monochromatic, crank it up, and then soft light blending mode, clip it to that folder, and then bring it down super low. 14, 15. Yeah, I mean, this is very noise heavy anyway, this design, so a little bit of noise is good. And the reason it's good to add noise is when you create things in vector format, they're perfectly crisp, clear. Everything's just so clean. It's the same with 3D graphics. They can look too perfect. So when you introduce a little bit of noise, it's kind of like the noise you would get in a photo. So we're introducing a little bit more realism back into the design. That's how I see it anyway. So yeah, 10-15% on the noise. And if you really wanted to be super particular with it, you could blur the edges slightly. Because like I just said, you know, these are vector shapes. They're perfectly crisp. Whereas if we were to, we're getting very granular here, by the way. All in the name of realism, though. If we go for a 0.5 on the blur, you see what it does? It just softens it. So we've gone from perfectly crisp, slightly soft and more realistic. So when you zoom back out, it's just gonna, you won't be able to see that it's blurred, but it just looks slightly more real. And then if you want to go and sharpen this, just make sure you grab a hard brush. And then we can just go in and actually, no, not a hard brush. Oh no, yeah, hard brush, that's fine. I'm just going to turn off the blur while I do this. And then we can just sculpt the end a little bit. This is the less ideal thing, but it's just, you know, sometimes you just got to do it. So this is a workaround and you get a slightly harder edge there. And then we can turn the blur back on. Bosh. And then where's my 20% hiding? You beauty. There you go. I mean, it's so much you could do because we've got this shape here underneath. It's obviously locked up in there now. You could have like yellow under there. Oh, it's... Can I show you? Yes. So because we did the exposure adjustment layers with the shadow, sorry, with the exposure layers, instead of having black or a specific color, they blend to any color now. We can put any color under there. Save it, go back, boom.